Cek.
Wow.
Halo brother.
Mantap. Udah lama nih Kak ketemu. Brandi.
Lama gimana? Kan baru minggu lalu kita ketemu.
Iya. Wow. Ini kayaknya agak sepi nih minggu ini kayaknya.
Nggak apa-apa.
Semangat bos.
Memang ya. Di Toastmaster ini jiwa pelayanan kita harus tinggi.
Iya, betul. Semangat. Ini double rangkap ini.
Aku juga. Oh, TTM sama counter. Oh.
Nggak apa-apa.
Oh, belat counter sama itu timer ya?
Iya,
apa-apa.
Siap.
Apa kok? As long as it
Stay
possible.
motivated.
Stay motivated ya.
Same as your speech title.
Aku kemarin bingung. Speech-nya mau apa ya? Yalah, yang penting jalan lah, yang penting beres project.
Siap.
Kalau yang ini itu kan kita cuma speech lagi, nanti speech berikutnya sama ya?
Bisa sama, boleh enggak?
Oh, I see.
Semester Siwin.
Swisin. Halo, Toastmasters Swisin. Halo. Hi.
Hi. Oh, only 3 people. Nice.
Yeah.
We are waiting the others.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. Toastmaster account is here. Okay. Hi, Toastmaster Andy.
Halo, Toastmasters Swisin.
The meeting is gonna start, right? Only 4 minutes left,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. We still waiting for Toastmaster Kiki and then Toastmaster. Yeah. Only Toastmaster Kiki. I think and Toastmaster Aldo. I think because this week maybe some of our friends are still very busy. This is very busy weeks. So, how about you, Toastmaster Session?
Oh, I am still joining Toastmaster club in Korea this early morning, and I deliver my project.
Wow.
Yeah, and now I'm here. Today is really very busy, I must say. Now TSL, now UITMC, and after this meeting at 11 a.m. my time, I have a school meeting in my school, and another meeting. So I like it. Like Saturday is Toastmaster day for me.
Yeah, that's great, Toastmaster Session, because one of the way to keep our motivation is keep moving. So you're doing great to keep yourself motivated. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really great to be back to you.
Yeah. Halo, Toastmaster Kiki.
Hi, Toastmaster Kiki.
Hello. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. How's your life, Susin? Long time no see.
Yeah, long time no see, right? Be back to here. Yeah.
So, after this Toastmaster, you like having a teaching session with your students?
No, with the students, with all the teachers, we have a great meeting with the teachers, and it is 11 a.m. So yeah, I have to enter the meeting on time.
Okay.
So let me leave after my grammarian report. Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
It's okay. So what, if we might know, what is your motivations to be a teacher, Toastmaster Susin?
Wow.
Yeah, when I was young, like I love children, and I believe that like children are so innocent. And when I live with them, like I will be innocent like them. And yeah, something like this. So I love children. Yeah, they can make me smile. And also I love teaching. That's why I became the teacher.
Oh, yeah. But every teacher has unique characters, right? Toastmaster Susin. I think not all children is the same. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah.
We like the table topic session.
Yeah, I like to answer the topic question. So yeah, not all children are the same. Like some children are a little bit naughty. Sometimes like they also have the different background from their family. So I don't know. I just realized that even the children, they have the different personality. And what we have to do is we have to build the characters them, and then we teachers are building the country, and this is very important job. So like it is really sacred to be the children, to be the teacher of these little children.
Mm.
So yeah.
Are they now like more millennials or zillennials? Like they always play a handphone or any other mobile? at your-
In the classroom, they don't have to use it. They don't have to use it in the classroom. Yeah.
Okay. So are you teaching the junior level or senior level?
Junior levels, most of the students are young learners from 7 to 12. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, great.
Yes. By the
Okay.
way,
What about you? Are you still a student?
who? Toastmaster Kiki?
Yeah, all three.
Oh,
Toastmasters.
oh, yeah. We are student of Toastmaster.
Yes, correct.
Actually, I already work and Toastmaster Kiki also, and then Toastmaster Ranto also already being
Oh,
apa worker ya.
already getting ready.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really great. Yeah, because this is the university club, right?
Yes. Yes,
But
I
you
was.
are you three are not the university student.
Yes, we are not. Right,
Oh,
Toastmaster Kiki. Toastmaster Kiki masih mahasiswa nggak sih? Enggak kan?
Oh, I will taking my master degree, so can
Oh,
consider.
okay. So that's
We can
Toastmaster
consider
Kiki.
I am a student.
Yeah, still eligible ya as a student ya.
Okay. Oh, so we are still waiting Toastmaster Aldo ya, Toastmaster
But
Anto.
yeah, Toastmaster Aldo say maybe he
We will
will
join
be.
later, Mr. Kiki.
Oh, okay.
He
So shall
asks
we
whether
start?
table topic session first.
Oh, yeah.
Then
Okay.
yeah, speak.
So apparently, I don't know. I was contacting the Toastmaster colleague, and apparently they are not able to join us today because I don't know there's what even this Saturday, but it's okay as long as we enjoy the meeting, as long as we are able to see the positive way. We are a
Yes.
small group, meaning that we can learn more from each other. So it's okay. We'll run with 4 or 5, maybe 5 only.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Andy, Toastmaster Rato, and Toastmaster Susin, in joining our special meetings today. And before we start, I would like to call upon to the stage our president to open this meeting.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Kiki. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone, fellow Toastmaster, and we are waiting on the other guests. And while we are waiting, we will open this meeting. In Toastmaster, we learn and grow together about the self-development, about do networking, improve our English skills. But don't worry, we will do it as a community. So we will support each other to develop our skills to the bright future. Okay, I'm Ranto Posan as a club president of the Universitas Indonesia Toastmaster Club. We'll open this morning meeting by knocking the gavel 3 times. Okay, give a round of applause to all of us. And today, we will have a special Toastmaster of the meeting that will lead our meeting from this beginning until 2 hours. Okay, please welcome our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Kiki. Please round of applause to Toastmaster Kiki.
Yay. Thank you, our president. And let's start our meeting. So I have a quote that being become our theme today is from my Noche Aurora, that coming out of your comfort zone is tough in the beginning, chaotic in the middle, and awesome in the end. Because in the end, it shows you a whole new world. So our theme today is apparently about stepping out your comfort zone. Maybe Toastmaster Ranto or Toastmaster Randy, Toastmaster Sisin also has different story. What is your comfort zone and also how you overcome it? But before we start, maybe I would like to introduce also the word of the day is solace. Solace is a noun that means comfort or consolation in a time of distress or sadness. For example, we use solace in a word. They try to find solace in the pictures of their little girl as they wanted to remember her. So this is our word of the day. But before we start to deep dive our theme and using our solace as much as we can, I will call upon our rangers today, to introduce their roles and also, to give us some brief. What is your roles and in helping our meetings today? So we start from ballot counter and timer. Toastmaster Andy, will you mind to explain your job?
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Kiki. Okay, so for my role as a ballot counter, I will collect the ballot for voting. So the audience may also give some comment or some suggestion for every speaker who by chatting directly to the speaker, and then that's my role for as a ballot counter. So for to collect the ballot for voting, and then as a timer, it's to monitor time during prepare speech. Table topic and evaluation. So we have a different sign about allocated time frame, and I will show it in my background. So for the prepared speech will be 5 until 7 minutes, and then for table topic screen will be in 1 minute. Sorry, in 2 minutes. It will be we can see green screen in 1 minute, and then a yellow screen in 1 minute and 30 seconds, and red screen in 2 minutes. And then for evaluation, we will see green screen in 2 minutes, yellow screen in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and red screen in 3 minutes. So we will have 30-second injury time for in of our speech. That's from me. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Andy, for a clear brief on your job in today's meeting. And we continue to the and WOD corner, Toastmaster Ranto, to explain your job.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kiki. As a hard counter, I will make a reports and counts many of filler words like maybe, so, like, I mean, and already the repeat words. And I will count also about our word of the day that you will use in prepared speech and also in the table topic sessions. And at the end, I will give a report to this meeting. Thank you, Mr. Kiki.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ranto. And I will continue to our beautiful teacher who will be our grammarian and none other than Toastmaster Sisin. Will you mind to please to explain your job on this meeting? Over to you, Toastmaster Sisin.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster. So, hello everyone, I'm Tracy. I am your grammarian today. So, as a grammarian, my responsibility is to listen carefully to all the speakers and noting down your beautiful words or your like improve or progressive sentences or anything. I will listen carefully and I will note it down. And also, I will come back with my complete report at the evaluation session. And also to introduce word of the day with everyone would be my another big responsibility. So we have word of the day, solace. It is comfort or consolation in a time of distress or sadness. Here is the example sentence. They try to find solace in pictures of their little girl as they wanted to remember her. So everyone, I would love to encourage to use word of the day, solace, so that we can expand
Solace.
our vocabularies. And yeah, so thank you so much, everyone. With that, back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Yay, thank you, Toastmaster Suisin. So that's our rangers in today's meeting. And while we are waiting the evaluators, we will start our table topic first. That will be led by Toastmaster Ranto. But before we try to continue to our table topic, I would like to ask, the theme is quite interesting. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone. So because we're in a small group, so I would like to understand the comfort, what is the best decisions in your life, and then that show us about stepping out your comfort zone. So maybe I would like to start from Toastmaster Andy. So is there any story behind you, Toastmaster Andy, when you decide something that very important and you decide that I have to step out in my comfort zone? Would you mind to tell us?
Yes, my story is it's all about when I was as a teacher. As a teacher, for me, it's a comfort zone. Yeah, because when I like to teach like Toastmaster Swesin, I like children's, yeah. So to teach them about Japanese language, it's very interesting. So for me, teaching is very comfort. But then for 1 year, I think, oh, it's my really comfort zone. And if only teach about language, for me, it's like it's not enough. I have to do something different. And so finally, because my passion is in human development, like a training, like a something like that. So I joined company to be human, human resource, human capital. Yeah, that's a very hard from beginning. So I was in education. I mean, my major is education. So how can I be a human capital? Because it needs generally it needs psychology, right? Or maybe a low major. So, but for me as a Japanese language education,
Oh, Japanese.
yeah,
Watashi
yes,
no name wa ya.
yes. So
Arigato.
yeah, that's my when I move from when I decided to move from my comfort zone, and for me it's not easy, but finally I understand that when I move from something I usually do, I will have more. I mean more. More. What it? Yeah, I
Yeah.
see. Yeah, I like we read the book. I see the word. The book is book is a window of the world. Like that, yeah.
I was curious on when you're deciding to move from a teacher, being a teacher, and then you move up, become an HR. So when you're learning in the first step, so is it like so hard for you, and how you overcome it?
Yeah, for me, first, I think being HR is it's exciting, yeah, because HR will be fire someone on or recruit someone, yeah. But then I found that it's not easy like I thought before. So I need one of my weakness is administration things. So I'm not what is it? I'm not apa ya? Apa namanya? Detail. I'm not a
Easy.
detail
Oh,
person.
no,
Yeah, I'm not detail
because you're
person.
so
So
green, yeah.
yeah, so wow, that's my
You need
weakness.
to be
So
like more blue.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
why it's from me after decide to move from my comfort zone. So I learned many things than before.
And
That's why.
I bet that you're not only learning something new, but you will be able to understand yourself more, and also you understand you are now getting more friends and also getting more excited in your life. Hope that you can enjoy. And wow, yeah, sometimes we need to talk with ourselves. So what things that we are really want, and maybe you need to like having a me time and to understand what kind of the thing you really want. So can be considered. Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Andy, for sharing. So because Toastmaster Aldo, hi, how are you, Toastmaster
Hello.
Aldo?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, thank you. And Toastmaster Aldo, you know that this meeting theme is about stepping out of our comfort zone. So we're having a chit chat on the, is there any things or any stories, a big story and very important in your life that decide you to change from the hard situation to be more exciting one? Is there any story that you ever been past before on the stepping out from your comfort zone? Maybe you would like to tell us?
Yeah, sure. Perhaps one thing that I can share is when we already achieve things. Well, when I already achieve things, oftentimes I felt that, well, I already achieved it, right? There's no need to improve. There's no need to retrain your skills. You already have a certificate anyway. And that feeling, that kind of feeling of self-appraising, that what do you call it? It's like you felt it's enough already. There's no need to challenge yourself anymore. Like you're already tired anyway. You start to think that you use those words as a justification for not to improve. And yeah, I think that is the situation that I felt in the beginning of 2020, right? When COVID hit first time and people was like locked down. So I don't know, suddenly myself told me that it's time to just do nothing, to just not engaging into the whole world. And yeah, at that time, there's my cousin who introduced me to this thingy, this Toastmasters thingy. And I was like, really? I mean, you should pay, you should engage, talk to these strangers. I mean, like, do I really need this? Come on, man. I mean, if public speaking is my problem, then I should just speak, right? I mean, there's no need to join this sort of non-profit organization, things like that. But then my cousin was like, yeah, you know, I think you're correct, but can you just give it a shot for like this one meeting, 2 meetings, and it's not like take quite a long time, just 1 hour. So I was like, yeah, I mean, just give it a shot. Who knows? You know, let's just join, and without turning on my cameras, all that stuff, just observing this bunch of people commenting on each other's, counting us. Like, really, this folks counting us? Like, what is that? I was like, what? This is insane. People counting and then counting the word of the day. But one thing that I first noticed is that the enthusiasm of these people to improve, it reminds me that it's never been enough. I mean, these people who are trying, the guesses who come willingly to come and try to improve, try to take these stable topics. And that gives me encouragement to, hey, maybe we should continue more. Maybe we should relearn our skills. And when I decided to, you know what, let's during this pandemic, let's read some books. And I tried to quantify my reading pace, and boom, that's a that. I mean, I was like baffled by the fact that when I read something, I was kind of like confused. Like I reread the paragraph. Like, wait, what's going on here? How on earth I'm having this confusion? This is, I mean, this is just reading skills. We're not talking about analyzing or anything that's heavy. We're just talking about reading, just talking about listening. And I think that makes me realize that you should always and always hone your skill. You should always proactively engage with people, engage with your skills, even though it's as basic as reading. And yeah, I think that what makes me wake up and try to improve every single day. And one of it is by joining your club meeting today, in this Saturday. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for
Hey.
helping us. For you, thank you so much. Yeah, I think there's a beautiful insight coming from you is stepping out from our comfort zone is about our decisions, because sometimes our little decisions will lead us to the big decisions. You never expect that it will be able to meet us as a friend, as a family. But if you see there is something good, so maybe we can have a takeaway message that we can take some goods to be taken at home, like, yeah, after this you're joining Toastmaster. Before I never met Suisin, for example, and you know Suisin now, and then I never met Toastmaster Ibnu, for example, and then we are not only learning together but also having friends. So I think this is important to see a good points in every decisions we make. That's a beautiful insight from you to Master Aldo. So don't focus on the things that you cannot do, but focus on the good things that you can take. That's perfect. Thank you so much for your insight. And I saw one, maybe I would like to take one story from Toastmaster Suisin, because you're so smart, today is full of smile. Maybe you want to tell us, because I understand become a teacher is not all people wants to be a teacher, but they basically can be a teacher. Yeah, so but I want to understand what is the story behind you, Toastmaster Suisin, on the stepping up a step from your comfort zone, if you might to tell us.
Yeah. If I have to say how I just stepped out of my comfort zone, that I have to say maybe 4 years ago. At the time, I was like all the time I lived at home and I didn't talk with people, and I just like talk with just limited people. And after many cases happen, even I don't communicate with the people outside of my home, and I just realized that, like, how should I say, I don't want to. Okay, I started to go out of my home, and I joined American Center Yangon there, and I see a lot of youths in American Center Yangon that inspire me a lot. Oh my God, they are so young and they have a lot of dreams and they're so active and they can speak English very well. And I really want to be one of them. And I had very strong intention, became one of them, speaking in English with a lot of youths and people. So I started to step out of my comfort zone, just a little bit pushing myself, joining American Center Yangon every Saturday, once in a week. I just like joined, and I took 3 months. I didn't speak anything. Even some of the members in the club, they say like, oh, she doesn't know how to speak in English. Yeah. Like in the group discussion, I never speak. Like, I just like all the time, I was listening to them every time and listen again and again. But after I came back after I came back home, even on the bus, I had thousands of thoughts in my head. Oh my God, these people talk like this. And I could talk like this again. And who said what words? Like, I just memorized every thing on the bus and talking alone, even at home. I spoke in front of the mirror alone. And, even my parents or sisters and brother, they say, are you crazy talking alone all the time? I just like talk whatever people said in American Center Yangon. And after 3 months later on the bus, I just like you mentioned before, stepping out of the comfort zone is a decision. I agree with you that on the bus, I made a decision, and I had a very strong intention. Whatever happened today, I have to speak out, and I will go and just stand up and go in front of the people, and I would just say
one word or two words or one sentence or two sentences I have to say today. I have to speak out today. And after I made that decision and with this intention, yes, I did it happen. And I couldn't stop anymore talking in front of the people. Starting from that day, I became a member in American Sananyago. I became the officer for 6 months, program officer. After that, I participated in the election and I became the president of the club in one of the speaking club in American Center. And I joined Toastmaster and I became more confident. So it's just like you said before, making the decision and then just do it.
Oh, cool. Great. So yeah, I think I sense that there is a fear. Yeah, there was a fear coming into you to try the first step, but you don't know that the first step is a very important for us to continue to the next step. And also I ever felt like you I was a very fear person before I joined this masters, but I think fear is only our illusion, if you might know. You need to deal with fear, not like I fear maybe we can be friends, not like that, but dealing with the fears means that, oh, I understand now, I was fear, and then I want to continue my life better without stopping with your fear. We can also understand to be more fluent in this public speaking, we need to try. And by how to try that, you need to be accompanied by friends. And I think Toastmaster has a lot of and has surrounded people to support you and also can become your friend as well. So I think, yeah, if you like Toastmaster Ibnu wants to be part of our Toastmaster, you at least you try at first. Okay, thank you so much. That was a great sharing session. So I would like to continue to table topic, or maybe we would like to start from the speaker first, yeah, because I think Toastmaster Aldo is already here. So Toastmaster Andi, are you ready? Yep, okay. Okay, I will call upon the Toastmaster Andi evaluator first, Toastmaster Ranto. Toastmaster Ranto will evaluate Toastmaster Andi, and this is also the evaluation and feedback yeah, Toastmaster Ranto, that will be evaluated by Toastmaster Aldo in the end. So Toastmaster Ranto, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Kiki. And right now we are in prepared speech sessions that will be delivered by Toastmaster Andi. And Toastmaster Andi project is in the level 1 project 4. He will deliver. First piece of this speech is for the member to present speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. And I am Rancho, will be the Toastmaster Andi as evaluator, and I also will be evaluated by Toastmaster Aldo. Okay, and okay, please welcome Toastmaster Andi. Stay motivated, Toastmaster Andi.
Okay, thank you. Toastmaster Kiki, you can being a timer, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, sip. Yes. Okay, let me start. 6 years ago, it was a sunny Saturday. I woke up and then I look into my phone. I read something. Yes, that was message from my girlfriend. Yeah, it hard message because when I read it, it was said, Andi, it's look like we have to break up. Wow, That was the message by my ex that made me shocked. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster, motivation is like fuel that help us to reach our target. If we don't have motivation, we're not going anywhere and stuck. Like that time, after get that message, I have no motivation. I have no motivation. So let me share you some tips how to be motivated and stay motivated based on my broken heart experience. Yes, so the first step that I was doing when after that incident, yeah, when what I do is first is I focus on my goal. When we lose our goal, it's okay to be sad, it's okay to cry, yeah, but wake up immediately and look for our goal. After breaking up with my girlfriend, I wasn't excited to do anything. I have no motivation, and it's like I'm the most miserable person. My appetite was gone. So yeah, I don't want to eat anything. But I think that I need to clear my mind. So I decided to fast. I decided to intermittent fasting. So I only eat before 7 and eat after 7 p.m. So eat before 7 a.m., eat after 7 p.m. So it's like 12-hour fast. But after that, I found that, hey, I lose some weight. I lose some weight. So then, wow, it's a very it's I think it's motivated me to do something new. So then I set a new goal that then focus on it. Yeah. So my goals, yeah, after being dumped, I want to be more handsome than before. Yeah. So my ex will regret breaking up with me. So that time I was 115 kilograms, and then I want to be handsome, so I need to reduce 20 kilo of my weight. So after I get my goal, so I have a new spirit. So to get to be motivated, first is refocus on our goals. The second thing is imagine when we succeed. After I get after my new goal, after setting goal is not enough. Yeah, setting goal is not enough. So I need to imagine when it succeed. Fasting for me is challenging thing. I'm a person who likes to eat, so to keep my motivation, yeah, to keep my motivation, I always imagine when I lose my weight, maybe I'm not really handsome, but at least a better person, yeah. So I will have a great body, yeah, and then my ex will be, yeah, I regret my decision. So imagine this thing, it will keep me from being tempted, yeah. And then the third tips I will give to you is find the new way to do your thing. After reaching some point, I got stuck. Yeah, after losing 5 kilo, I stuck. So I think I for only fasting it's not enough, and I also feel bored when only doing fasting. Then I decided to do something different. I bought a pair of barbell, yeah, barbell, and also jogging shoes. Yes, I tried to exercise. First, I only jog for 500 meters. Yes, 500 meters, and I feel so exhausted. It's very yeah exhausted. The next day, I tried to challenge myself. I need to more than 500, but it's still 500. But I try to improve until finally I can jogging 5 kilometers each day. And I think as long because yeah, jogging and fasting is different thing, yeah. But as long as it's in line with our goals, doing different methods can keep our spirits up. So we can, as long as it's in line with our goals, let's do something different so we can keep our motivation. Yes, and the last thing is keep moving. Motivation is like bathing. You've got to do every day, every single day. That's what this Zig Ziglar says about motivation. Yes, and that is the most important things to keep our motivation. Keep moving, like our car or motorcycle. If we rarely use it, we need to warm up before before driving it. Same with motivation. If we are not moving or doing something, our motivation will restart to zero, and it needs a lot of effort to make it run again. So keep moving. And then the good news, finally, after 6 months, from 115, my best achievement was 89 kilograms. So that was a great achievement. So I repeat again, how to be motivated and stay motivated. First, focus on your goal. Second, imagine when you succeed. And three, find a way to do things, find new way to do things. And the four is keep moving. Yeah, that's my best. That's my tip based on my broken heart experience. Thanks for your question. Back to you, Tom.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing the story of how to move on. Yeah. How to move on and how to move on, and also know yourself better. Why I mentioned why you need to know yourself better, because it's okay. I was breaking up, but as long as I understand myself, so I get um my weight loss, and also I can be a better person. The nice motivation. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Andy. And this is a weighted session. We will have 1 minute of silence. If you don't mind to please chat, and also maybe you can have a personal chat to Toastmaster Andy to appreciate Toastmaster Andy, because Toastmaster Andy already prepared this beautiful advice. And please appreciate Toastmaster Andy. 1 minute of silence start from now. Okay, 1 minute of silence is over, so we will continue to the awaited session, table topic session, and the table topic session will be led by Toastmaster Ranto. So, Toastmaster Ranto, are you ready?
Okay, Toastmaster Kiki, I'm ready.
Okay, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Kiki. And right now we are on our table topic sessions. And first of all, I want to share my screen first. Okay, is my screen already visible? Hello, Toastmaster?
Yes, it's possible.
Okay, okay, thank you. And at these sessions, we have a special theme, step out of your comfort zones. And this will be great discussions in this morning. And don't forget to use our word of the day, solace, the comfort of consolation in a time of distress or sadness. For example, they try to find solace in pictures of their little girl as they wanted to remember her. So this is the big frame that we will discuss today, and your time have 2 minutes, 1 or 2 minutes to describe your thoughts, your opinion based on our theme. And I will give two category. First is quotes. I will share the famous quotes that you can share opinion, you agree or disagree. And the second category is the picture. So you will find 1 or 2 picture without any sentences, but it's related to our themes. So you have to connect it to our theme and describe it in your words based on your thoughts. So this frames is specialized to make our minds to how to step out from our comfort zones. This is a one analogy. If you are already live in a usual or casual habits, working in your workplace or study, but you want to go out, stepping your stepping your step to your comfort zone from no movement. Maybe you have to decide to, I don't want to go anywhere, or you want to go 1 feet, 1 meter, 500 meters until 1000 kilometers, and found we will find another picture or quotes that you related to our theme. Okay. And so, is there any volunteer from all of you to be first persons that want to pick the special number from this picture? Or maybe I want to give a special opportunity to our guest first. Toastmaster Rina. Toastmaster Rina, do you want to take the first opportunity?
Okay, hello, Mr. Ranto.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. I choose 1 kilometers, maybe.
So don't you want to go farther than 1 kilometer, Mr. Rina?
1 kilometers is enough for the beginner.
Okay. Okay. We'll open the 1 kilometers. Okay. There's a famous quote from Brain Brown. You can choose courage or you can choose comfort. You cannot have both. Okay, Mr. Rina, do you need a time to think, or do you want to start it right now?
Okay, I will start right now, maybe.
Okay, please, Mr. Rina.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ranto, for the opportunity to explain first about step out your comfort zone theme. And in this theme, I would like to share about my decision to going out to my comfort zone is when I already living in my city, Bandung. Previously, I never go away from my home. Like first time when I born in Bandung, and then I study in Bandung also until I going to the university, and I work in Bandung also. And the moment of the time, I just think that when I never go to the far away from home, I'm still to be like and I don't have any opportunity to grow. And one thing that I wanted to try first from going home is I wanted to living just by myself. And then I really I have an opportunity to go far away from my city, and then the first I stay in Malang city, and I work from my project to build the mall, and this is a very hectic moment because I never experienced previously about it. I far away from my family, my daily basis on the work, and it's very different culture on the work. I already get the shock culture first, and then it's a very exhausted and emotionally and etc. But I already have to choose that decision, and I will continue what is the interesting from my position right in that moment. And then when we choose to to have a courage like that the statement before, there is so many things that we cannot have previously, and the things that I wanted to share with in this moment is I can finding myself again with the new perspective, with the new experience, and I think that is can accept if we going and choose to far away from our comfort zone. That is the result, or in the end, about the comfort zone. That's it, maybe. Thank you, Mr. Anto.
Wow, thank you, Toastmaster Rina. We give a round of applause to Toastmaster Rina. So, Toastmaster Rina, have you regret after you choose to go to Malang? You have any? I think I should not choose this choice, or you regret, or maybe I will not do it later. Or
No, I never regret it. In every moment that happened in my life previously, bad or good things, that is such a I can learn something from that. And I already remember that when we wanted to grow, it's usually pain. No growth is no pain. Like just the things that I also remember when we cannot find the hard things or difficulty, we never go to growth. That's I remember about my lesson from the story, Mr. Anton.
wow, it's great, Mr. Rina. You will found your growth when you're stepping out from your comfort zones, right, Mr. Rina? Okay, it's great. Thank you, Mr. Rina. And we'll back to our presentations, and we'll go to the home page. So we already passed the 1 kilometers to Toastmaster Arena, and I will ask to all of you guys will be the next speech to our tabletop sessions. Is there any volunteer from all of you?
Yes, I can volunteer. I want to volunteer.
Okay, Toastmaster Susin. Please, Toastmaster Susin.
I will choose. How about 100 kilometers?
100 kilometers, right? Okay. Whoa, this is one picture about schematic from the birds about the comfort zone and learning zone, and you can tell us what is your opinions about this picture. You have 2 minutes, and don't forget to use our word of day, solace. Please, Toastmaster Susan.
Can you please stop share the screen?
Sorry, Toastmaster Susan.
Can you please stop share the screen so that I can see the whole audience?
Okay.
So dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, learning is never-ending process. So I believe that we all are learning, and we are Toastmasters, and we believe that we all are lifelong learners. and learning never ends. So we all started with the comfort zone because we are human that anyway, any month or any year, we can be in the comfort zone. And in order to get out of this comfort zone, we just need to have some excitement inside. This excitement can bring us to another level. Let me share you one of my story. That is my best friend. She was working in a pharmacy for 2 years, and she didn't have the chance to try new things. Like she just like go to the pharmacy and her job like every day, just like this. And she even like doesn't communicate much with her colleagues or her friends, but we usually match once in a week or twice in a month or something like this. So she always told me like life is really boring. Hey, join Toastmaster. I am also walking and I go to the walk every day, but I join Toastmaster. I meet with other friends and I meet with the new people and I have the excitement. I know that you just want some excitement. So what you have to do is just meet with people and just learn from them and try new things. You can get out of this comfort zone and you can learn something. And it will never stop, like never stop yourself in one place. And just go further and learn, and it is never ends and you will get something. So what I want to say is, dear fellow Toastmasters, like we all are lifelong learners, and learning is never-ending process. And it is okay to be in the comfort zone sometimes, but you can get out of it and get something in your life, some excitement. Back to you, Topic Master.
Whoa, it's great Toastmasters. So from your friends, did she or he accept your suggestions?
Yeah, she just quit her job and now she is working in a hospital.
But he or she already joined the Toastmaster Club to practice speaking?
Yeah, she haven't been a member yet, but I still share my experience and also invite her to Toastmaster meeting. And she joined twice to our Young Toastmaster Club meeting, but not a member yet.
Wow, it's really great because he already see you as an example, as example of how we can make from Toastmaster to learn public speaking and to learn more about and to develop our skills. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Susan. Okay, this is a third part, and we have already 1 kilometers and 100 kilometers. And I think based on our chat box, okay, on the chat box, we will give the times to Toastmaster Ibnu. Toastmaster Ibnu, please, which number you want to choose?
Maybe I choose a little bit further in the 1,000.
1,000.
Yep.
Okay, the top criteria is a 1,000 kilometers. Okay, what's in the 1,000 kilometers box? Here we go. Wow, this is the picture of 1,000 kilometers, Toastmaster Ibnu. Do you want to take a time to prepare, or do you want to go right now? Don't forget our word of the day, solace. Please, Toastmaster.
We'll start immediately.
Okay.
Okay. Good morning, Toastmaster fellow and guests. We talking about the comfort zone, and the best on the picture was how do you push your limit? How do you push your limit? Because when we see the picture, the woman in my POV, that this woman that pushed her limit to jump over the helicopter, after the helicopter, that when you relate to the comfort zone, when you stay in a comfort zone, that you will to know your limit if you stay in your comfort zone. Because if you push your limit, you will go outside your comfort zone. And I have a little bit story about the comfort zone. Maybe last year is a very traffic because it's still in COVID-19, and I also stay in my comfort zone. And you know what, when we say a picture of Solace, and I say the picture last year, the tragedy, the people, and the education, we cannot see the people, other people we cannot meet, and anything that make me to growth and make me to get out from my comfort zone, to realize that I must push my limit. Because if I don't push my limit, I will stay in my comfort zone. Because if you stay in comfort zone, you will not know that you stay in a comfort zone. Because where the picture in last before me, that Toastmaster sharing, that the bird, we have a like learning process and comfort zone and learning process. If you stay in a comfort, you will not know the learning. Because if you stay in the comfort, we will not learning anything. And then that's for me. We go back to the table topic panel. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ibnu. So you have experience in 2020 or 2021 as a COVID-19. Do you have a experience to your family or friends that infected with COVID-19, Toastmaster Ibnu?
Actually, I have my family that infected by COVID-19, and we have to separate the room and the house actually, and it's very annoying and making me so. It's affecting us because we separate our family, but because we cannot join together in one house.
Yes, of course. You need to lock down maybe in one house, but you have to separate in the different rooms, right? And you need to more efforts to do the habits to do, because sometimes you need to give or take the different bathroom also, right? Mr. Ibnu. Okay, this is your experience. Thank you so much, Mr. Ibnu. And we will go back to our home. So we already passed 1 kilometers, 100 kilometers, and 1,000 kilometers. Okay, and the next turn is for Toastmaster Aldo. Toastmaster Aldo, which one do you want to speak?
I'll pick the no movement. Yeah, that seems comfortable, right?
I think it's not related with your speech before at the beginning of our meeting.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
No movement. Okay, but we have a quote from No Movement from Roy T. Bennett. You never change your life until you step out of your comfort zones. Change begins at the end of your comfort zones. Okay, please, Toastmaster Aldo.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ranto, for the quotes. And yeah, I mean, it's easy to say that, hey, everyone, let's grow, let's get out of our comfort zone. We need to do action. We need to be proactive and all that. But ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I believe that as a human being, we instinctively understand the importance for us to have a social connections with other human beings, because we are social human beings, to have this mindset of weighing the pros and cons in terms of economic, again, because we are socio-economic human being. But the fact that it's already instinctively, or it's our innate natural traits, and it makes us, particularly in this modern era where everything is so easy, everything is so convenient, it makes us a little bit, the word that I would like to use is complacency, right? We feel comfort sometimes, and it creates a problem. It makes us a little bit soft. It makes us like, nah, it's okay, just do it later on, like, next hour or so. And then it turns out it's already been like 12 hours. You don't write your speech for your next project. It's very small, yet it is the critical, important point that we face every single day. And I believe that this quotes presented by Osman Saranto serves us as a reminder to always do, no matter what the result is, or worrying about other people. At the end of the day, we always make mistakes anyway, right? There's no success. Again, I believe that the previous speakers also mentioned there's no pain no pain, no gain, right? You can't just grow immediately without sacrificing things. There's no greatness has a cost. You just can't suddenly be great in anything. And I think that is the resemblance of our reality today. And hopefully everyone can learn from this quote and be more productive in whatever it is that you're engaging in your real life. Thank you. Back to you.
Okay, please give a round of applause to Mr. Aldo. I have a note from your statements. Right now is modern, is era is easy, and we will really feel comfort with our surrounding. And what your opinions? How we push our limits if we have friends or surrounded or environments that not support. We already try to step out from our comfort zones, but we have a boundary from our environments, our family or member that don't support us. Do you have any experience or suggestion?
Oh yeah. I mean, this is actually my case, because I worry that if I change things or trying to do something different, the people that is close to my circle, they get I don't know, mad, or they have a different opinion on what I should do and all that stuff. But again, you cannot start your decision-making process cannot only be decided by fear. That's not right. I mean, fear is there, of course. We need to embrace, acknowledge, other people, respect them. But at the end of the day, it's your life. You're the one that decide. You are the only decision maker. You are the architect of your future. So you gotta just push things through sometimes. And it can be ugly. Sometimes relationship ups and down. It is what it is. So yeah, you just gotta push things through sometimes. Atas Mas Ranto.
Yes, agree. You have to decide what is the best thing for your life, right? It's not even your friends or family or your circle. Yes, because you decide your life. What is your best for the future? Thank you so much, Mr. Aldo. And we go to the next. We already passed the 1 kilometers, 100 kilometers, 1,000 kilometers, and no movement. So this time is for you, Mr. Kiki.
So I will choose the 5 kilometers.
Okay, 5 kilometers. I think it's far enough for us. Okay, 5 kilometers. Oh, there's a quote from Annette White. It's time you try something for the first time, you will grow. A little piece of the fear of the unknown is removed and replaced with a sense of empowerment. Okay, please, Toastmaster Kiki.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Ranto. So each time you try something for the first time, you will grow, and a little piece of the fear of the unknown is removed and replaced with a sense of empowerment. So I think it will be definitely related with the highlight of fear. So sometimes when you try something, you have a fear in the very first stage on your plan. But the thing is, I mentioned that fear is an illusion. It's not a fact. That's the first thing we need to know. Fear is something, it's only in mind, but it's not a reality. So I take samples for before I joining Toastmasters. Previously, I was a fear like meeting with the high level in my company, for example. But I met my friend who is like psychologist, and she mentioned that yeah, fear is something that we need to deal in, because fear is something that we not real. She mentioned, oh really? Yeah. And then I understand that fear, how to overcome fear is by actions. What actions means that, oh, I fear for example, meeting with the high level in my company. What things that make you fear? Oh, because I I am fear if they are asking me something I don't know the answer. So just prepare the probability of questions that will be asked by the high level. Okay, like you meet with your lecturer and then you are just listing the probability of a question, and the fear far away, because fear will never be there if you are preparing the probability. So let's deal with fear and prepare on the things that you might fear. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Kiki. So the fear is only our illusion, right? Okay, but I think it's not as easy as this mentioned, right, Mr. Kiki? Because sometimes your friends or your circle or your family members, oh, please don't do that, Ranto. Please don't do that, Mr. Kiki. You will find some obstacle. You will find some how to encourage ourselves, Mr. Kiki.
Yeah, that I mentioned before that we need to prepare everything to semester, because you know, in this world we also have a time, right? And maybe the simple questions why we live here, so maybe there is a purpose on it. And if we know that we have an end time in our life, we need to prepare all the good things you will be you will like leaving the legacy, for example. So meaning that if your lifetime is also limited, and every difficult condition also limited, so what are you worrying for? So if you wanna have the ending is good, you just prepare and making your any doubt, any difficulties will go away. That's the I think the highlight is the most important is how we can prepare anything, I think.
Okay, thank you. So the preparations is our keynotes to conquer our fail or our fear. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Kiki. And okay, the last persons that will be in charge in this table topic session is Toastmaster Andy. Are you ready, Toastmaster Andy?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, of course. I just one of my step 500 meters.
100 meters. We don't have 100 meters.
500. 500.
Okay. 500 meters. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, this quote's from Karina Blitz to Mr. Andy. Outside your comfort zones is the only place worth living. Okay, Toastmaster Andy, time is yours.
Yes, I will get my background. Okay. Outside my comfort zone is the only place for living. Yeah, that's I agree with the quotes. Yeah, when I get some challenge, something new. Yeah, for me it's not easy to do. For example, it's like this. Like today, like when I joined Toastmaster, join Toastmaster using English. It's challenging for me because I was studying Japanese. I was studying Japanese, and the grammar is quite different. So I need to adapt to this English language. Yeah, it's English. Yeah. So, but I heard some quotes that say, comfort zone is a beautiful place. Yeah, a comfort zone is a beautiful place, but there is nothing grow there. So that's why I challenge myself. Yeah, I have option to choose Toastmaster bahasa. Yeah, I can choose bahasa Toastmaster, but I choose English. I choose this Toastmaster UI Toastmaster because I need to challenge myself to get out from my comfort zone, so I will get myself better. That's why I challenge myself to get out from my comfort zones and being better than before. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Anto.
Wow, it's great, Toastmaster Andy. Thank you. And I think Toastmaster Andy will give our 5-minute lessons for Japanese language in our at the end of our meeting. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Andy. Okay, I think it's enough for our table talk sessions for this morning because we already have our turns to deliver our unprepared speech, and Mr. VQ unable to share her opinions. I think that's enough, and thank you for all of you guys for sharing your thoughts and your opinions with the related team in how to step out from our comfort zones. Okay, thank you so much from me, and we're back to Toastmaster Kiki as a Tom.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Anto. And I think the table topic today's is quite interesting because it's all topics relevant to us, and then I do believe that everyone's want to share everything that you want to share, but apparently the time is over, so we will continue to the next session. The next session is evaluation session. The evaluation session, this evaluation will be the first stage is we will evaluate the evaluator, and I will call upon to the stage. Oh, before I continue to the evaluation, I need to check with Toastmaster Andy. Are the speakers eligible to be voted, Toastmaster Andy?
Speakers.
Yeah, all the speakers are all
table topic for table
yeah,
topic.
the topic.
All the speakers except Toastmaster Rina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All speakers except Toastmaster Rina. Sorry.
Rina. Yeah.
Rina.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Toastmaster Rina Aisyah.
Shall we vote first? Or are you already?
Okay.
There? Yeah. Okay. While we are waiting, Toastmaster Andy. Who is FS? FS is Fikui Siami. Hi, Fikui. Oh, I think
Yes,
Fikui is away. Oh, okay. The link is there. Okay, I know you're so busy today, but thank you for joining us. Okay. So guys, it's time to vote, and I will give you 1 minute to vote. 1 minute starts now. Okay. So while we are voting, maybe I will call upon to the stage Toastmaster Ranto. Hi, Toastmaster Ranto. Are you there?
Okay, Toastmaster Kiki.
Okay. So it's time to you to evaluate Toastmaster Andy. And apparently this is also your project as evaluator, and your evaluation today will be evaluated by Toastmaster Aldo. So are you ready to evaluate Toastmaster Andy?
Okay.
Great. Okay. So if you while we are voting, and then it's time to us to hear Toastmaster Ranto delivering his project, and the time is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kiki. Okay, dear fellow Toastmaster and our guests, and I will deliver my projects from level 1 project 4 as the evaluator to Toastmaster Andy. Toastmaster Andy already gave us a great speech that have a title Stay Motivated. First, from the title, we can know that Mr. Andy already delivered his personal story from he have experienced broken up with his girlfriends and how he conquer these obstacles, and from the problems sometimes Mr. Andy we didn't do anything, so because he already feel miserable, feel upset, and he says that he lose some weight. And Mr. Andy already explained it. He lose from, I don't know, from 130 maybe until 10 kilograms, and but he didn't give up. The story from Mr. Andy, he tell us about he didn't give up and he have new goals, and he already explained 3 tips from his experience. First is how to focus on good things. Wow, it's a good suggestion for us. And second thing is how to imagine when it succeeds. And I will give in another sentence is affirmative sentences, right? That you means that what you will do in the future. And the third recommendation is find a way to do your things that you already give an example, exercise. You start to exercise to feel to conquer your problems, and you and finally after 6 months, Toastmaster Andy have explained us that he achieved his goals. He already reduced his weight from 120 to 89 kilograms. Wow, congratulations, Semester Andy. Wow, it's a great personal story. And from the clarity, you already spoken the language is clear and is easily understood from to us as an audience. And you already use the vocal variety, use tones, how to say some words in a different tones and in different speeds. I think it's great from Mr. Andy. And from the gestures, Mr. Andy already make some different gestures that related to his word or his sentences in his speech. Thank you so much, Mr. Andy. And you have already catch our audience awareness. So because from your title and when you share your problems, then you share your suggestion, I think it's great. And you also feel comfort. You can see from your gesture, you feel comfort to share your speech right now. But of course, we have a room of improvement, so Mr. Randy. I have two improvements that you can improve in the future speech. First, maybe in the first of your speech, in the beginning, it's better for you to deliver a question to the audience. So you can ask the audience, what's your best memorable experience from before you giving up, or maybe the other question. So the audience can aware and give this response in the beginning. And the second things that for improvement to you, Mr. Randy, is please to make a good eye contact. So sometimes you see maybe the notes from your paper, and sometimes you see the camera. Maybe you want to in the future you have to be focused to your camera so you can be good relationship, good relation to our audience. I think it's two room of improvement for you, Toastmaster Andy, and we will be we will hear your best speech in the second speech in the next week. And I can wait to hear your speech later. Okay, congratulations to Mr. Andy, and thanks for all of us. I will be back to Paul. Or thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Anto. And because our teachers need to move to another teachers meeting, so I will call upon to the stage our grammarian, Toastmaster Sisin. Over to you, Toastmaster Sisin.
Thank you so much for giving me a first slot. Okay, so hi everyone. Here is my grammarian report. And I'm so happy that today I didn't hear much grammatical wrong usage. So that's really great. Here, let me start with the beautiful quotes from some speakers. Toastmaster Aldo, he said, relearn our skills. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Kiki said, focus on good things that you can do. That is really a great quote for us every day, to look for the good in everyone and to focus on the good things that you can do. In our speaker one, Toastmaster Andy used to be motivated, focus on your goals and keep moving. So that is really great. Like any times of situation, if you have your own goals, that is really great. You can motivate by yourself. And next is beautiful quotes from our table topic speakers. Toastmaster Rina, our speaker one, she said, no pain, no growth. And from Toastmaster Shese, me myself, I really love this quote. That's why I just wrote down. We all are lifelong learners, and learning is never-ending process. And table topic speaker 3, Toastmaster Ibnu, he used, push our limits. If you stay in the comfort zone, you will not learn anything. So that is correct. That's great. And next, moving on to our table topic speaker 4, Toastmaster Aldo, to always do something, and no matter what the result is, and no pain, no gain. So that's really great. If you have pain, you can gain something very big. So moving on to our speaker 5, Toastmaster Kiki, she said, fear is an illusion. Toastmaster Andy, our speaker 6, he said, comfort zone is a beautiful place, but there is no growth. At first, like when he talked like comfort zone is a beautiful place, I was like, oh, that is interesting. What is his thought on that? And he just continued, there is no growth. That's really great. You could grab the audience attention. Thank you so much. So here I have only one suggestion, like the pronunciation, which is imagine. Someone used imagine, so actually this is imagine. So everyone, can you please unmute yourself and say with me together, imagine.
Imagine.
Imagine. Yeah, thank you so much. And also next thing, I would love to invite everyone to use word of the day with me together, because I didn't hear much people use it. So everyone unmute yourself and let's say together, sellers. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, sellers.
Solace.
So much. And with that, back to you, our Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sisi, and happy teachers meeting after this. Okay, bye. Toastmaster Sisi, and so Toastmaster Sisi will leave soon because there's a teachers meeting after this, and we'll continue to the NW calendar. So Toastmaster Ranto, will you mind to share your report?
Okay, I'll answer. Okay, I will share my screen first. Okay, this is my reports for our regular meeting this morning. country reports. First is to our Toastmaster Andy prepares with speech. You have one and repeat words. I think 2 times and I decided 2 times. And from our table topic sessions, Toastmaster Rina have 3 and 1 and Toastmaster Swisins 1 and 1 Toastmaster Ibnu 1 1 and but also he has 1 word of the day, and sorry, not truth but solace. And Toastmaster Aldo have a 1 and Toastmaster Kiki 1 and last person is the Toastmaster Andy is have a 1 Okay, that's all from me for the account reports for this regular meeting this morning. I'm back to the semester of the meeting. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Mas Ranto. So, yep, we can continue to the second evaluation that will be led by Toastmaster Aldo. So, without any further ado, please help me welcome Toastmaster Aldo to evaluate Toastmaster Ranto. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kiki. First things first, I would like to reiterate that the purpose of this project is for the member to deliver constructive feedback. Okay, so constructive feedback on another member's presentation. And of course, in this case, is Toastmaster Andy. And let's just jump right into it. I think what you're excelled at, Toastmaster Ranto, is in the beginning, you try to pointing out the key storylines properly by elucidating 3 points. And also after that, you mention all the important points in regard to what Toastmaster Andy's excelled at. And what I like from during when you conveying those messages is that your voice clarity is so clear for me, and your pace is so stable, right? Meaning that this is in line with what the purpose of this project is, to provide a constructive feedback. And in order to be constructive, I believe that the pace need to be not slow but stable, so that the person that you are evaluating can properly understand and listen to you, and perhaps taking notes on your evaluation. And also you properly and respectfully suggest the audience awareness to Toastmaster Andy, and in that you suggest to ask certain questions to the audience so that it can increase the audience awareness that will be showcased by Toastmaster Andy in his next speech. And the only suggestions I have for you is simply to reduce a little bit of the introduction, because you explained quite a lot about Toastmaster Andy's storyline, right? Maybe you can try in the future, for example, okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for Toastmaster Andy. And it is incredible that Toastmaster Andy willingly, courageously share his past experience to move on or to combat the comfort zone and all that kind of stuff, and then immediately shift into the points that you are trying to explain to what Toastmaster Andy's excel at, and then the kind of examples that you can provide, and then lastly, of course, the suggestions that you can give. And I believe, all in all, the Toastmaster Ranto, you completely nailed it, this project, and congratulations. And hopefully you can provide much more evaluation for Toastmaster Andy, of course, and the other members of Toastmasters. Thank you. Back to you.
Hey, thank you, Toastmaster Aldo. So I heard some azan voice there. So where are you live, Toastmaster Aldo? I think in Jakarta, not yet azan, right?
Currently I'm in Malang, in East Java.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Malang has like a half a head, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much, Toastmaster Aldo. Hopefully, Toastmaster Ranto can implement your input in the next session, and I think it will be great input. And please take note and redo the input in the next session. Yeah, Toastmaster Ranto. Thank you. And purely our meeting is over. But before I over to Toastmaster Ranto as our president, so I would like to give some sum up of this meeting. That this meeting, I think we start on time, and the role takers are completed, and also I appreciate so much to Toastmaster Andi, Toastmaster Ranto, and because of this Saturday, there are plenty people, plethora of people will quite busy, so they're not able to join us today, but you did it well. We combined two role takers, but I think the role takers is something that we need to consider on the next sessions. Double role takers is quite hard, but maybe we can find another one so everyone can have one role takers. It would be better in the next sessions. But everything is good. Keep the spirit up, and see you in the next Thursday. So over to you, Toastmaster Ranto.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Kiki, as our Tom. I think we have to take a photo session first.
Oh yeah, we forgot.
Toastmaster Andi, can you help us?
Yes, of course. Okay, so let's take a picture. All of us. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ranto.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Andi. Okay, dear fellow Toastmaster and all guests, thank you for joining us this morning. I want to say thank you so much and for your contributions and for your times. And first of all, I want to say to welcome back to Toastmaster Rina as our guest, and maybe you can share with us your opinions, 1 or 2 minutes after you have our meeting this morning for 2 hours. Please share your opinions, Toastmaster Rina.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ranto, for joining me for the second time. I join with this Toastmaster, and I really curious about the topic every meeting, because it is like improvement, self-improvement, and then useful for everyday daily life, that we need to improve our skill, our talking with people, and etc. And meeting with the stranger is very interesting for me, and then know about each of their story, like TM Andi, TM Kiki, and TM Aldo. Also, it's a very interesting, and I would like to think about it. Thank you, Mr. Ranto, and of all, stay healthy, and maybe I can joining in the next chapter. Thank you.
Whoa, it's great. Hopefully you will join us and at our next meeting Thursday evening, Toastmaster Rina.
Hey, Toastmaster Rina, where do you live?
I live in Jakarta.
Oh, so how come you know these Toastmaster? Toastmaster especially.
Mr. Ranto, because we are co-working in the office.
Oh, working. Okay, okay. Wow, great. Our president, great marketing. Yeah. So Toastmaster Ranto, apparently we forgot one session is awarding session. So before we close, maybe Toastmaster Andi want to share some slides.
Yes. Before that, we need to just the best evaluate, right? Toastmaster Kiki.
Oh, because there is one evaluator not eligible to be voted, right?
Oh, Toastmaster Rina Aldo not eligible.
I don't know.
No.
Which one? Or
only 3 minutes 20 seconds. Is it
oh,
okay?
yeah. Still.
Okay, right. So yeah. So we need to choose the best evaluator first before move to next.
Maybe because Toastmaster Aldo and Toastmaster Ranto like evaluating each other, maybe we can have 2 winners. Is it okay?
Oh, okay. Of course.
Yeah. Okay. So I will go to Malang, Toastmaster Aldo. So is there any recommendation to visit? So I
Whoa,
want.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Sorry.
What kind of occasion is this?
I don't know because I just make a itinerary with my with my friends, but I don't know yet about Malang. So Malang, I thought Malang is the weather is cold. So I think is there any something a good place to visit?
Yeah, there's quite a bunch
Mm.
places that you can visit, but mostly people, if they want to go to Malang, they actually want to go to Batu instead, not really
Oh
the
yeah,
Malang city.
yeah.
Yeah, but of course, the drawback for going to Batu is the weather is much colder than Malang. So yeah, I mean, if you really want to go for Batu, then
Oh,
I believe that
how far
it's
it
still
is?
worth it.
How far?
Not that far, just like 30 minutes. Yeah. 30 until 45 minutes from Malang City. And yeah, there's a lot of variety of places or landmarks that you can go there. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? Because it's always been about Batu. Sometimes people in Malang are like, no, people want to go to Batu instead, not to Malang.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Last night I eat some bakso Malang.
Okay. Okay,
Any
that's the
other
most famous one, yeah.
the famous one, yeah. Any other food recommended food?
I think bakso is the one, but if you ask me for others,
Bakwan.
not really, not really. I mean, bakwan is fine, yeah, but it's not like
Bakwan
the,
is
you
bakso,
know,
right?
yeah, but there's a different kind of bakso really in Malang, yeah. The most famous one, of course, bakso Presiden, you know.
Okay.
And other than that, other than bakso, the only one that I can suggest is perhaps pecel maybe, or
Sure.
yeah, because it's quite unique in here, the sauce of it and all that kind of stuff. But of course, mostly people will just stick with bakso. It's the most famous one.
Okay. Thank you. Maybe I will like contact you when I was around.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, no problem because no, because there's a bunch of Toastmasters already, not only from my club that actually visit Malang and try to contact, hey, maybe we can meet up or something. And yeah, sure, we meet. Some of them go to Malang not to vacation, but for working occasion, and they actually spare some time like just to meet up for like an hour, and then they said, oh yeah, I mean, good to connect, good to having a sharing session and see what's your point POV on certain things, and yeah, that's interesting. I mean, if you want to contact, sure, I'll give you my number.
Maybe, yeah. Also, there is Malang Toastmaster as well, yeah, Toastmaster Aldo, if you know it.
Yeah, Malang has its own club, right? But who's you are referring to again?
Do you remember Toastmaster
Dini.
Dian, yeah?
Dini, Toastmaster
Is it?
Dini.
Dini, oh yeah, Toastmaster
Oh
Dini.
yeah, Dini, yeah, of course, yeah. Toastmaster Dini is from Malang.
Yeah. So I think if you want to join the Malang Toastmaster is closer.
Yeah. Surely they're about to have this hybrid meeting, so yeah, I can join them. Of course,
Okay.
Malang, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Toastmaster Andi, are you ready?
Yes. Yeah. So I will make it quick, yeah, because it's only 4 of us. So yeah, we need to give a precision to ourselves because of this, because we are the Fantastic Four. Yeah.
Yeah, the Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, oh my
Actually,
god.
the most reward is for Toastmaster Kiki and Toastmaster Ranto. Yeah, give applause to
Yay.
them. And also Toastmaster Ado and also me.
Yay.
Everyone.
Because
Yeah, that means everyone.
For me, it's like when we only have a few people like this, it's like wow, it's our uncomfort zone.
Yeah, of course.
So thank you. So let's for a wording session. So the first is 8. Wait a minute, my screen still Yeah, I think I have problem again with my Zoom. Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay, so I will let me by it's okay, yeah. So the best speaker. So because I'm the only one, so it's the best prepared speech is Toastmaster Andi.
Yay! Congrats, Mr. Randy.
Okay, and then the best table topic speaker is Toastmaster Kiki.
Hey, thank you.
And of course, the best evaluator. Yeah, we have two great evaluator because both of them are very great. So the first best evaluator is Toastmaster Ranto.
Yay!
Give applause to Toastmaster Ranto, and the best evaluator for evaluator is Toastmaster Aldo. Give applause to Toastmaster Aldo. Thank you. Thanks. That's from me. Yeah, let's back to Toastmaster Kiki.
Yeah. Thank you to Sundari. We'll be back to Toastmaster Ranto as a president.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Randy. Thank you, Toastmaster Kiki. Second part, I want to say thank you to Toastmaster Aldo as from your contributions as our evaluator in this morning regular meeting. Thank you so much, and I will give you time to give announcements maybe from your clubs for us, please, Toastmaster Aldo.
Thank you, Mr. President, Toastmaster Ranto. Our next club meeting will be held at 20th September at 7 p.m. Jakarta time. We will have an edu session. There will be a Toastmaster from Labuan Toastmasters Club, Pak Azri. I will present us about his experience in leadership and all that kind of stuff, all the good stuff. So if you can join, then feel free to connect, and you can check our Instagram, the Ultimate Toastmasters. Love y'all. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much for your announcements from your club for us. Okay, I will remind our agenda for next meeting will be held by next Thursday, 22nd September at 7 a.m. And the next after meeting will be held by Saturday at 10 until 10 a.m. Okay, thank you so much. And that's all for today. And I am Ranto Haposans as the club president of the Universitas Indonesia Semester Club. We adjourn this meeting by knocking the gavel 3 times. Thank you so much. Give a round of applause for all of us today. Have a great weekend, guys.
Have a great weekend, guys.
Have a great weekend, guys.
I stop
Have a
the
great
recording.
weekend.